I've been putting it off for 3 episodes now. It's happening. I'm just gonna get on with it. It's gotta be done. We're doing the interior. I'm not gonna get distracted. Maybe. Probably will. Because today 2 things are happening. I'm building the interior of this, even if it kills me. But we also, last episode, took a lot of diamonds to prank False. So, we've got to weigh these things up. First of all, I need so much black dye. I wonder if anyone has a farm. Sangazo! Of course, she's got a guardian farm. Squid, ink sac, 1 diamond, 4 stacks. We'll take the lot. We're going to craft up so much black concrete, and we are going to fill this building with an excellent interior. This room is going to be so insane, but there's actually quite a lot of work that needs to go into it. So for the most part, all the walls are going to be completely blacked out. It's all going to be dark concrete, and it will look like space. But we need to do something else as well, which I also need Cleo for, weirdly enough. So all of my sand and gravel is here. Dun, 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 dun. Right, black concrete. You know what? I don't even know if this is going to be enough. It's a serious amount of black concrete that's going to be needed. Okay, there is a double chest full of black concrete here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That's job 1, getting all the concrete together. This build is just sort of large. It's not too difficult to make. I'm basically just going to make this feel like a bit of a planetarium is the idea. But the trick for this is actually making something with maps. Let me try and explain. This room is going to be completely pitch black, except for one thing, the stars. I'm going to place a whole bunch of item frames on them and put stars, and then remove the item frames. It looks pretty cool. So, in order to make a star on an invisible map, or a translucent map, go down here, this guy. Right, let's get ourselves quite a decent chunk of snow. We shouldn't need too much snow, but we do need a place in the void. We actually need something that's kind of a big investment, but I know for a fact that Cleo's already been doing this, so all I need to do is ask where it is. A little insight into my mind. I'm just going to count how many ender chests I can see if I just turned around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's much easier in my mind to place down an ender chest than to walk 5 blocks. That's why I started with 64 ender chests. I'm now down to 42. I don't pick them back up, so I have left 20... I've left 20 ender chests somewhere on the server. Okay, I've got the cartography table. I got the empty maps, got the glass to lock them in place, and I got the snow to make the star. Now all I need is a zombie Cleo. And if I look at Facebar, she is... there. I need to make an invisible map.
Yes.
I think you have the place, because it would be great if I didn't have to make it. Where do
So
I
have a
find
question.
this?
What is it a map of? Because I might have those.
A star.
Okay, have you got an ender chest?
No way you have a star.
Oh, not just one star.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, all right. Wait, what? I just spent ages getting all the stuff to do this. Oh my...
I've been doing this for months, Grian. What are you talking about?
Why? There's so many!
I'm selling them. This is my new shop idea.
This is blood. That's not a
Yeah,
star. That's a
yeah, it's
handprint.
Yeah, it's also
Whimsy.
in your base, that one.
Where are all the stars? Okay.
There's a lot of stars. There's some sparkles as well, somewhere.
I think I still need to make one, but I want the sparkly ones.
You want the sparkly one? I mean, like, they're very easy to make. Like,
I know.
if you want stars like this. So...
Wait, what was this one? Oh, okay. All right. How has this happened? I require... I want this one and this one. These ones are too much for what I need. This one, maybe not green. I want these 3, and to know the secret place of the map making.
All right, okay. I can lead you to the secret place in the map making. Can I have those back because those are one of a kind? And I will copy them for you.
I can't believe you have like exactly what I need, but better.
It's not better. I'm sure yours would have been perfectly beautiful.
Mine's just a plain white star.
One for you.
But this is so cool. I think this will make it look possibly too much. I'm not sure. How much are they, by the way?
Oh, I haven't sorted out a price. Take those ones for free.
I am getting absolutely... Oh my god.
Have you got terrible RNG?
Yeah, I think I got 20 diamonds out of about 15 ore. 10 diamonds a pop?
No, that's way too much. They take me like 20 seconds each to make.
How
They're
have I got
not
this?
hard.
Right, we gotta have something. 5 diamonds each then.
Okay, where's a portal? Portal.
We can use mine.
Okay.
I don't know where Scars is. I don't even know if he has one.
They moved it without.
Probably not.
I haven't used this in a while.
Oh, this is a horrifying jump.
I'll just wait for her to get back, I guess. It's been a while since I've been in this base. Is she coming back? Oh, meet me in the nether with my stuff. Okay. Right, I'll see what I can pick up. Alright, let's go take our stuff to the nether. Were you on low health?
No, I wasn't. So...
Well, let me see those boots. Feather falling 4. There's no reason you should have died there.
I don't... Sure. Alright, let's head to the end.
Yeet.
Alright. Easy.
Down here.
Alright, and now we fly straight ahead.
So in theory, right, this is one big slab of glass.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Is this just a vanilla thing, or is this something we've got on the server?
This is a vanilla thing, but you can't get... But the item frame invisible is...
Yes, yeah, okay.
Not vanilla.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh man, I gotta tidy this up.
Water bucket? I've got water bucket. This is not difficult
that's
to tidy up.
So, for those of you that don't know, this is how we make the invisible maps. You can make a translucent map by having a whole glass layer on top of void. That's how you do it. So it's quite a big setup, which is exactly why I wanted to use Cleo's map making area instead of making my own, because I would have had to have made a giant platform of glass. I just realized I probably didn't even need to clear the whole thing, because I need... This is a way bigger thing than a map size, right? This is a...
No, this is a full one single map.
This is one single map.
This is one single map.
Oh, it's huge. So the key is to put, like, the star in the corner so you can rotate it, right?
Yeah.
When you place blocks, it creates a shadow, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So by placing...
Take anything you need. Do this. If you need any assistance, let me know.
Got it. I've got it from here.
Cool.
Thanks, Cleo.
Yep.
This is gonna be
problem.
good.
See ya.
Right,
Bye.
let's make a star. So now that I've got the space set up, get my here empty map. We make that. Look, as you can see, completely blank map. Not a sausage on it. So, but if I do this, for example, there we go. If I make a star shape like this, you see it's got like a bit of a shadow. So the top layer is brighter than the rest. So I've got a design that I've worked out that should mean I get a really good star design. So all I need to do is figure out exactly where I want this star to be. And I kind of want it to be around, I'd say here. So I get the maximum benefit from rotating the map. So I'd say around here is pretty good. I never will get used to this. This just came out of nowhere. It doesn't look right. All right, so where's north? There. So we'll start here. Now what I need to do is layer the snow in a very particular way to make sure I maximize like the shadow usage. Thankfully, I don't have to think too hard because I have already made this, but it does actually need more snow than I think I've got. All right, I'm going to quickly put this together. It's going to require quite a lot of focus. But let's take a look at what I've just done. So you see I've got multiple layers at different heights. You see that there? That's going to create the exact shadow that I want to achieve. So let's throw this together. Okay, so I know it looks a little bit weird, especially when there's a flare going off. But if you look from top down, this does look like a star. All the different levels is intentional to create this. So if we look a bit more closely, I'm trying to create intentional shadows so that the star isn't just like one white blob. It looks like it's got a little sparkle, a little shine, a little shimmer to it. And this is how you do that. You just mess around with the different levels to create different shadows. And on a map, it looks like this. So we've got what we came here for. Let's head back to the base because I can show you a rough idea of what this is going to look like. Man, oh man, this world is filling up. I'm really hoping that I can buy item frames somewhere. I'm pretty sure the cartographers sell... Yes, they sell them. I've only got one cartographer, which is a bit brutal. But we can make this work. Okay, let's go and grab some of that black concrete. And let's do a little demonstration of what this room will look like. So we'll make a small temporary room just for demonstration purposes. So this is a very, very small black concrete box. As you can see, when I'm inside here, you cannot see anything. So here is the item frame. Here's the map. Now, if I do trigger if invisible, it makes this happen. Now, if I put a light source maybe here, you can see that in all the darkness, there's a star. Now, if I do this maybe a couple of other times with some of the other maps that I've got, you start to see the effect. This is going to look like a big space hall. Let's now, in our mind, scale this up to the size of this room. That's what we're going to be making, which is why we need so much concrete. We're going to need so many maps, and we're going to need so many item frames. Now, working with black concrete is actually genuinely pretty horrible, because you can't see what you're doing half the time. Even with, like, gamma on, see, this is gamma off, gamma on, I can only just see the noise of the black concrete. So this might be quite a frustrating build for me. Once we've got all that, once we've got all the stars, we can then start putting in the planets. So I think we should start off with this big concrete room. Can't believe I've put this off for so long, and we're finally doing it. Let's go! Okay, this has come out better than I thought. Are you ready? You ready to enter the planetarium? Check this out. Look, if I put the smooth camera on, maybe turn this up. What? I hope that YouTube compression isn't doing this room dirty, because there's an awful lot of very pitch black, but there is a fantastic effect with the stars. And I actually think that Cleo's, like, galaxy-style stars add that little extra pop of subtle colour that works super well. So, I don't think I properly explained how this was going to work. I just kind of kept it a secret until it was build time. Well, if we have a look around, we've got here some planets, and you'll see they're glowing, and they're glowing because underneath they have glowstone. And the only reason that there's light coming out of them at all is because of the shulker boxes. The shulker boxes are what allow the light through, which, in creative mode, not a problem. In survival, building with shulker boxes might be one of the worst things I've ever done, and I won't be doing it again in a hurry. However, you cannot deny that the effect is quite good. This building is big, but it's not that big. So the fact that this looks like it could be as big as the galaxy has really worked well. So I used a mixture of glowing item frames, and you might not be able to see, but not glowing item frames, to kind of make it look like some stars are brighter than others, and try and create a more sort of realistic, I guess, looking star system up there. Then there's a couple of clever things. You'll see here, You see that one? I don't know if you can actually. Again, YouTube compression. There is a block of black concrete there. There's actually a few of them floating around, and that creates this extra sense of depth to this room. Now, this room is, I guess, just for funsies, really, because the good stuff, it will happen up here. This is where the actual telescope is, and I fell down the hole. So, we've got our telescope, and suddenly, this room feels a lot better. The scale and the shape of this room suits an observatory a lot more. Now, let's take a look down the telescope. Because we need to prank someone, because we got paid 1,000 diamonds to do so. So if we have a look at False's base. Okay. So she has got an incredible base. There has to be something in this that would allow us to prank her. So believe it or not, I believe this is the start of False's base. This is where it all began. So I would imagine that all of her storage is around this area. If we're going to prank her, it's going to have to be in a high footfall area. Now, I think there's something we can do here. I really want to get this room made because it's by far the best part of the interior. I know that this room is cool, but it is a bit gimmicky. The problem is, Joel said he wants 100,000 blocks in the air for False. And the best I've ever achieved is 60,000, and that was with a bit of luck. I don't think I can send her 100,000 blocks in the air, which means we need to come up with 1,000 diamond prank to get False. And I think we might need to consult Etho and Gem on this, because I'll be honest, I don't have any way to send her 100,000 blocks, so I hope the other guys can come up with something. So doubling back to this room here for a second, I am in love with it. But I have created an issue for myself that this is the entrance. This is the door into the base. And I probably need to make some sort of fancy piston extender door, maybe, that's just going to let me in here. Because it's not looking amazing as it is. It's very temporary. So I've got to come up with a solution for that at some point. Man, this is such a cool room. You know what else we can do? Well, you know, I built this whole hole here, a whole big old hole, a whole lot of hole, and I need to actually get ahead and start putting some things in it. So why don't we actually do that for a second? Because I think there's some low-hanging fruit sort of things that we can create. There we go. That's what we need, some dirt. I think we would be really in a good place if we made the first layer a sugarcane farm. Whee! Okay, let's add our very first farm to this hole. Just a simple sugarcane farm. I think I need to maybe plot out where things are going to go, because like a mob farm here, squid farm there. It's gonna fill up pretty quickly in here. So we don't need anything super big. I mean, we're trying to get sugarcane for one man's rocket needs. It just so happens that my rocket needs are far greater than anyone else's on the server. So we'll have collection system down here. Right, let's go. Okay, I actually don't make this farm very often, so I usually do it in a more cheap way. So I definitely had to look up how to make this part of it, but I knew all the other bits fairly easily, so... Oh. I've immediately broken it. How did I break it? So, how did I break it? I should have left it on. I can figure this out. Why does everything I touch break? I think half of it has moved, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, we're off. I fixed it! Using my brain, and I'm stuck! Okay, just need to remove this. So it should come back, and it should settle down. Yay! Okay. Oh, goodness gracious me. Not a redstoner, but getting there. Alright, so we got a sugarcane farm. I was also thinking that, you know, this is going to fill up with farms. And I am going to make sure that I put in the effort to fill it up with farms. So I was thinking low-hanging fruit. Probably sheep farm, right? Really easy. And then I think we need to funnel all of the items into a bubble elevator that goes up into a central storage system. But the main thing for now is making sure we get all the farms in. So there are 16 colors in Minecraft when it comes to wool and terracotta, etc. So we are going to need 16 dispensers. So this is going to be where the sheep are. And then all of this space is going to be reserved for glow squid ink. Not that I actually need it now that I've built the bit that I needed the glow squid ink for, so I might skip that one. We could just have a mob farm. That would be good. That's going to take up a lot of vertical space. I think we could fit quite a lot in here, to be honest. It's just going to take a little bit of doing. So yeah, next episode we can have a look at doing a really quick sheep farm. They are so easy to do, very much worth the investment. I can just imagine this absolutely chock full of all the different farms, all feeding one particular space. And I need to make quite a sizable investment in creating a sulfur farm. I think that's going to take up a bit of space. Maybe it goes above all of these, because look how slow this is. I mean, this has been here for literally weeks now, and it's created one stack. Just because they grow so slowly. Right, I do need to do something real quick. But it requires me finding something that I have no idea where it is. Don't even need that. There we go, dried ghast. Even though Joel put a giant dried ghast there, there's no reason we can't just, you know, remind him that he's always being watched. All right, I mean, it's not going to be any more than this. Right, go to the top of this building and up here. There we go. I'm always watching. We just need to remind Joel that the dried ghast is always there for him. He just loves him that much. Okay, although we didn't manage to prank False today, I have had word from Etho that the prank idea that he's got is viable. I tried it and it didn't work, but hopefully we can meet up with them really soon and go over what this prank is, because if Etho thinks it's viable, then it's probably a doozy. If it were up to me, I'd break the server with wind charges, but let's see what Etho's got in mind. So, that is it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. I've thoroughly enjoyed making the planetarium in there, and I'm actually more excited for the actual observatory room, because I think you're really, really going to like it. Thanks very much for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.